of our Torah today is Tzom Gedalia. And we all know the story. Gedalia was appointed by the Babylonian king to be the governor of Judah after the destruction and everything. And there was a group of zealots left in Eretz Israel who decided that they would assassinate him. And as in the case of most assassinations, it had the exact opposite effect of what they wanted. I mean, what were they thinking? It's the big question. Judah had been defeated. The Beit HaMikdash, the temple, was in ruins. And they think that by assassinating a governor appointed by the Babylonian king, that he would relent and make things nice for them. You have to think, what's going on here? This is the way it is with most assassinations, by the way. The assassin gets exact opposite of what he wants, or what they want. Because they don't understand that a bureaucracy, as was Babylonia was a bureaucracy. Basically, the Babylonian king is going to say, you killed my guy? Now you're going to see that I'm a little upset. And a king, when he's upset, is not a good thing. It's like this last spring. My wife and I, not last spring, last spring, we were in Sarajevo, and we went to the spot where the Archduke Ferdinand and his wife were assassinated by Serbian nationalists. It was a cultural war, but still. So we're actually at that site where they were assassinated, and that set off World War I. And one of the things that happened in World War I was Serbia disappeared. They were defeated by the Austrians made special efforts in Serbia. This is something to teach us. This is what this day is teaching us. That just because you're a zealot and you really mean well, doesn't mean you're doing well. As they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yes, they meant for it to make a statement to the Babylonian king. But, we suffered because of that. We have to think before we act. Murder is always wrong. The only time you ever see something which, the story of Pinchas and Zimri, that he killed Zimri. But that was a clear and present danger to the people. And he was being supported by those, by Hashem and Moshe, etc. He wasn't killing somebody to make a political statement. You should know that John Wilkes Booth, at one point while he was running from the government, decided to don a Confederate uniform and go with some Confederate soldiers. And they began to threaten. They said, you weren't a soldier. You were a murderer. We're going to turn you in. These were Confederate soldiers that fought against the Union. But they said, what you did was murder. We were soldiers. But this is the lesson to us. We have to remember that just because we think something is right, just because we're very angry, does not give us license to commit a crime. Something to think about.